Hey everybody, it's time for the governing body update with David Splane. I may have tweaked it a little for your entertainment. Enjoy.
Welcome. We're going to discuss the importance of setting personal goals in the ministry. But first, here are some updates. On January 1st of this year, a magnitude 7.6 earthquake struck central Japan. That was a big change, wasn't it? On January 1st, the Patterson Visitor Center officially opened for tours. Construction began in early 2021 and was completed in September 2023. What will you experience when you come for a visit? Let's take a look.
Welcome to Witness World Patterson. Greet the friendly faces as you enter the Hall of Donation Boxes. Audio tours are available for your convenience. Learn about the history of theocratic warfare. Test your knowledge in Old Light, New Light, Old Light. Pay your respects in the HLC Memorial. Hear actual examples of lying in court. Learn from faithful examples of old days of what you should do with your coins to support the worldwide work. ATM machines available for your convenience. All your sons will be caught by Jehovah. A history of getting the kids involved young. Bring to life the forefathers of the organization in the Hall of the Faithful. It's an experience that will stay with you years into the future. Come visit our fully functioning Bible Village. Learn about baskets, divinely permitted slavery, or just having a good old time on a swing. Mill grain for the governing body. Hang out on a fake boat. Visit the IKEA section. And don't forget to visit the gift shop. Remember, brothers and sisters, the time is short, so use those funds to have some fun at Witness World Patterson. Free parking available.
Outstanding. We thank all who worked on this project, and we now invite all of you to come and tour. You can request a tour on jw.org. Now, let's talk about the recent adjustments to the way we report our ministry and how these affect our personal goals. At the recent annual meeting, we learned that as of last November, we'd no longer be submitting a detailed field service report. But although we've changed the way we report our activity, we haven't changed the way we view the ministry itself. The focus is on people. We love people, and we want to help them. We're ready to share the good news wherever we find them. On Saturday morning, we may spend a couple of hours preaching from door to door. Then we go grocery shopping. Then may spend a couple of hours preaching from door to door. Then more. Spend a couple of hours preaching. Are we off the clock, so to speak, because we're no longer in the formal preaching work? We don't look at it that way. More. When we're at the grocery store, we're still on the lookout for people we can share the good news with. We may be able to talk to someone standing next to us in a long checkout line, or perhaps with the clerk who processes our order. We can keep it simple. After exchanging a few friendly words, we might pull out a contact card and simply say, "This is a website I think you'd enjoy. It has interesting articles in more than 1,000 languages." Or, after a few appropriate comments, you might offer a tract. If time permits and the person is receptive, we can say more. The same principle can apply when we're waiting at a doctor's office, an airport, shopping, or on public transportation. Here's an idea. Why not have a small supply of contact cards or other literature with you wherever you go? We've said that we're ready to share the good news wherever we find people. But what about the people we don't find, those who are often not at home? Have you ever driven through a neighborhood on a Saturday or Sunday afternoon and noticed that there was a car in every driveway? Yet, when you called on those same homes in the morning, no one was at home. I wonder how many of those people would accept a Bible study if we were able to offer one. No one. Our love for people will move us to call when they're at home. I remember on one occasion, we were going out for supper at a nearby restaurant with another couple. The brother was driving. As we passed a certain house in the neighborhood, he stopped, parked, and said, "Excuse me, but I see a car in the driveway. We've been trying for weeks to find this person at home. We won't be long." And he and his wife got out and made the call. Bravo! Another area where diligence is needed involves following up on interest. A person doing cart work has a conversation with an interested person who requests a visit. That person lives in your territory, and you agree to make the call. Saturday morning, you knock on the door, and what happens? You know the answer. The person isn't at home. Are we going to throw up our hands and say, "Well, I tried"? Not at all. That person showed interest, and we're going to keep calling back at different times until we contact him. More. Although we no longer fill out a detailed field service report, we can still set personal goals for ourselves. Some worthwhile goals might be listening more carefully when the householder is speaking, or showing more personal interest. Another goal might be to cover our territory more thoroughly. Having personal goals is in line with Paul's counsel, found at Galatians chapter 6 and verse 4. You can follow on screen as we read this.
Paul wrote, "But let each one examine his own actions, and then he will have cause for rejoicing in regard to himself alone, and not in comparison with the other person."
Personal goals can give us the motivation we need to get out in this all-important work. Let's hear how some of our brothers and sisters feel about the recent adjustments and what they're doing to expand their share.
Thanks to these adjustments, I can now enjoy my ministry and making disciples even more. And honestly, I love it.
I feel like the new adjustment to reporting hours has really helped me because I'm not so worried about starting my time and ending my time. I feel like I'm in the ministry all the time.
Well, the first thing is I've completely changed my schedule, so I'm going out when people are out there.
Previously in the ministry, I expected people to listen to me, but now I want to listen to them.
Go to jwfx.com.
It doesn't matter how many publications I leave with people. Now I see the importance of taking every opportunity to talk to people with the goal.
Website.
Before, I was so happy when I could leave something from my witnessing bag. But now, I'm really happy if I leave someone a piece of my
Website.
It has helped me really focus on what's more important, and that is making disciples.
I love this new approach to the ministry because I'm not memorizing a specific conversation.
Website I think you'd enjoy.
Our activity isn't defined by what we might call quantities, but rather it's motivated by the love we have for people.
We love you. Website.
We've noticed that the brothers and sisters in the circuit are really excited about this adjusted approach to our ministry. Before it was more structured, a topic, then a scripture, now it's
Website.
I used to be worried about what I would say and how I would bring the conversation to the Bible. But now I realize that what matters more than what I say is that the person feels that I genuinely care about them.
So just like Jesus approached the woman at the well, I like to approach people about their dogs, and I like to talk to them, ask if I could pet the dog, It's a nice relaxed conversation, and that can lead into like giving them a card or talking about the truth a bit. And oftentimes when I leave, I'll look back and they'll be scanning the card with their phone and they'll be looking at the website already.
I'm kind of quiet and shy by nature, so there's this new method that says don't talk too much. Just love it.
I feel much more relaxed because now our goal is to start conversations. So I focus on preparing ideas based on the needs of the people in the territory.
definitely made us want to expand our ministry so much more, just so that we can go out and help people to get to know Jehovah.
I see many in the congregation who find great joy in pioneering. I wanted to feel the same.
As a couple, we want to attend the School for Kingdom Evangelizers because we want to improve in learning new ways of showing our love for people.
I can't wait to pioneer. I want to pioneer, and then I'm going to go to SKE, and then I want to go wherever SKE sends me because it sounds like a fun adventure.
It's fantastic. All I have to do now is focus on people, and that's great. That's what it's all about.
Brothers and sisters, we love you for doing more, doing all you can according to your circumstances. Jesus said, as found at John 14:15, "If you love me, you will observe my commandments." We love our Master, and we love people, so we gladly obey Jesus' command to his disciples, "As you go, preach." From the world headquarters of Jehovah's Witnesses, this is JW Broadcasting. More. Website.